In previous video, we start energy flow in an ecosystem and study energy flow in an ecosystem, food chain and food web. Today, we discuss and study the energy pyramid. The energy pyramid. Energy pyramids has three various levels which are known as a trophic level. In pyramid, see, it is in a triangular in a shape. Pyramid is triangular shape. There are various level: first level, second level, third level, fourth. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each levels are known as a trophic level. What explain each level? In this trophic level, in the each step, it indicates the organisms which obtain its food in the chain. In the first level, the organisms are included. All green plants, which are called as a producer. So in a pyramid, the first level is the producer. In second level, all herbivores are there. Herbivores means who feed on the green plants. They are all herbivores are included in a second level, which is called as a first trophic level. Then on herbivores, the carnivorous animals are fed, which is called as the second trophic level. And at the top, the organisms are present. They are also omnivorous, who are fed on the carnivorous as well as the herbivorous animals. Okay, this level is called as the third trophic level. Okay, the lowest level is the producer, and the top level is omnivorous. Producer in the first level or in the lowest, the organisms are present. There are large number of organisms are present, and from them energy is transferred to the first herbivores. Then from herbivores it is transferred to the carnivorous, and then carnivorous and the herbivores it transferred to the omnivorous. And when all these are died, again from there the energy is transferred into the soil, and it get back available to the green plants. Okay, in this way, in the energy pyramid there are various levels, different levels of energy exchange the food can be seen. The initial quantity of energy goes on. Initial quantity of energy goes on. Means here suppose 100 kilocalorie energy there from green plants. All energy now transferred to the herbivores. From some amount of green plants transferred to the herbivores. From herbivores transfers some amount to the carnivores, and some amount of energy from carnivores transferred to the omnivores. The number of organisms also decreases as we goes on a top level. In a lowest level, the number of organisms are more, but in a second, it decreases, third decreases, and in a fourth, it goes on decreases. So, this pattern of energy exchange in an ecosystem is called as a energy pyramid. It is known as a energy pyramid. Okay, in energy pyramid, at the bottom all of the phytoplanktons means the green plants are included, which suppose the 10,000 kilocalorie energy is produced or present in their body. Then next to the phytoplankton, the upper level is zooplanktons. Zooplanktons which are feed on these phytoplanktons. Among them, the energy is transferred from the phytoplankton. Phytoplankton has a 10,000 kilocalorie energy, but from them only 1,000 kilocalorie energy is transferred to the zooplankton. Next to zooplankton, the next one is the fishes. And here in fishes from zooplanktons only 100 kilocalorie energy is transferred, and last one is a human, and from 100 kilocalorie only 10 kilocalorie energy is transferred. Okay, this means here we can see how the energy is get decreases as the level is increases. In this process, in the process of obtaining food from the organisms, from all our food is obtained, then after their death after the death of all these factors, then the decomposers convert this energy present in the body of these organisms into simple carbon, and then it mix in air, water and soil, so that it get again available for the phytoplankton. As a result, energy is get circulated. Now here the sun is, so in this circulation of energy, sun is the largest source of the most important source in an ecosystem. From sun, the green plants absorb the solar energy and store and convert into their body, in their food, in their parts of body like a fruit, root, stem. Then from green plants, this energy is passed on herbivorous animals, means various trophic levels. Then herbivorous it transferred to the carnivorous, and carnivorous it transferred to the omnivorous. Okay, means from sun energy it goes to the green plant, then green plant to herbivorous, herbivorous to carnivorous, carnivorous to the omnivorous. And then after the death of carnivorous, omnivorous, herbivorous and even the green plants death, then by decomposers decompose that dead bodies, so that the energy present in their body is given back to the atmosphere, where it is given back to the atmosphere. Okay, however, the no part of energy is even returned to the sun. It didn't return to the sun, it given back to the atmosphere, and then green plants absorb again. It doesn't return back to the sun, and that is why it is called as a one-way transport of energy, because from sun is energy given, that is one-way transport of energy. Means here sun energy is called as a one-way transport energy, because it cannot return back. So sun energy is called one-way transport energy. In next video we will see biogeochemical cycles. Thank you.